welcome to Chester banners, when are they gonna be put up? Those blue banners?
That's,
So we got-
that's Charlie. We've asked that long time.
That's all I got.
Just go back on a few files, Johnny. We gonna get the money back from the park for the one that's the cold fund? How was we gonna do that? Remember? I don't remember.
We voted to take
Talked about that.
so much per year for
Put
3
it back
years.
in the cold fund.
Put it back in, I don't think it was.
Salvage.
Salvage.
Yes.
I mean, whichever one it needs to go in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over a 3-year period.
Can I ask you where that money comes from? Does that money come from the general fund that you're replacing back into the salvage fund,
Yes, it comes out of the general fund.
which is taxpayers' money?
The minutes say.
Not all comes out of the Cohen fund.
The Cohen fund.
Okay, the roof, the old firehouse. Status on that.
That's what we was talking about. Mike, I'm gonna get with you on that too. We was talking about, we had mentioned about doing a fundraiser or something to kind of help maybe replace the old firehouse roof down there by the VFW. With a combination of the fire department, VFW, doing some type of fundraiser for the roof down there, for the old firehouse. Well, we'll get together on that.
And then one, the salary for police. Remember? Set that, police chief
I
salary.
think it was already set by ordinance.
It was set before. We've never set new salaries of officers at all.
Salary.
That's what you guys are gonna have to decide, because you're gonna have to set the salaries of all appointed officials by ordinance. You set them by ordinance.
Yeah, that's,
20 cents. So Mac gets his money, I don't want him to say we're not gonna pay him. Okay, I think that's all I got.
Did you get an answer? I wasn't beat on the banners.
Banners.
That's why I directed you towards it.
Charlie, you know when those banners are gonna go up?
You want them up this week, they can go up this week.
Yeah, Ray, you also have all my characters and tell us.
Yeah, the characters on top of City Hall, they
Would
get
you like me to get a proposal for that?
Sure.
Okay, anything else under old business?
I want to say one thing. 2 weeks ago, we voted on the locks. We were voting on, or 2 weeks before that, we voted to pay for the locks. And the council voted in favor of paying for the locks. So about 2 weeks ago, they were voting on how to pay for the locks, and that it was going to come out of salvage fund. I voted yes on that. I just wanted to let them know that I'm against paying for the locks, but I voted yes on that because it was already voted that they were going to pay for the locks. So I just voted on where the money was coming from, so I was voting on yes on it last week. I just want to let that be public.
Okay, anything else under old business? Okay, moving on to new business. First, we have to discuss and or approve street closure for Popeye Picnic Parade and approve IDOT resolution. Everybody's got a copy of that. Closure is September 9th from 4 p.m. until September 11th at 10 p.m.
I'll make the motion, we approve the resolution for road closure for Popeye Picnic.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Have a roll call, all.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Buckley?
Yes.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crosland?
Yes.
Alderman Dillon?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Berkman?
Yes.
Okay, next we have to discuss and or act on street cleanup after Popeye Picnic Parade. Kenny, I think you had that.
Last year, I was either home on my cell phone or stopped on the picnic ground with several people. And they asked if we could have somebody from the city clean up the horse droppings that were left down by the attorneys. There were several people very upset that it was down in that area, and I was actually upset myself when I went down and looked at it. I attempted to call several people, and as you know, during the picnic, it's hard to get hold of them. I finally got hold of somebody in the street department, and they said, well, there was no one on duty that day to take care of it. I believe somebody finally did come around and look at it, did clean it up. But I'm trying to alleviate this problem this year, because it's only common sense to me that if we have horses in a parade, there's gonna be droppings on the street, and it should be cleaned up after the parade, no matter if they're on the grounds or whether they're down here by the high school or wherever. So I'm just asking if we can get some kind of action or have somebody that's available to kind of look out for that this year.
Yeah, I can talk to, let me talk to Randy and see if we can come up with, maybe we can get something lined out for them.
I'm appreciative.
You just discuss community service with Carol. I was gonna say, we got community service, maybe. Well, we'll check into that.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have to discuss or approve mayor's appointment of Jenny Stunt to the park board.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion and a second, a roll call vote.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Buckley?
Yes.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crossland?
Yes.
Alderman Dillman?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Bergen?
Yes.
Okay, next we have to discuss and or act on St. Mary three-way stop.
They Grant was here last week to make a presentation for the school board at St. Mary's, and has every member had a chance to go look the area over? So I'm going to make a motion.
We got, now, did you look, did we have school zone signs on all directions there? We do have coming up Church Street, don't we?
Yeah, I saw one Church Street.
Church and then Swanwick,
Yes, both directions on.
and then we got them coming down Swanwick the other way. The only thing, we don't have any coming from State Street past the car wash.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's on
I don't think we have anything there.
Okay, I'm just gonna let him, he wanna speak some more about it.
I just hear, I mean, one question was the placement of the stop sign behind the growing store. And I have some pictures here of one resolution is to put the stop sign in advance of the power pole. And then in the lane of traffic, you paint a big white stop line and then in white letters, stop on the pavement. That's one resolution. Another one is the stop ahead sign. Probably the paint maybe takes a little more maintenance, but it's more visible too. It works really well in Murfreesboro, and I'll hand around the pictures if you're interested.
A lot of times those painted on the streets don't stay on for very long.
Exactly, that's the thing with the maintenance of the paint pavement.
You're gonna have to create these stop sign or stop places with an ordinance. One question, where is the one in front of the church, or where would the stop sign be placed?
There's currently a sign there, about right in the front corner of the church. There's a sign that's supposed to be about right in the right spot. I don't know, I have any pictures from the last one.
It's not a stop sign.
No, there's a post there.
What's it, is that the sign? No, that church or something.
I do too, and I had a picture of it.
I can't remember what it says.
There's the post there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. About the sermon there.
Yeah, I know. You're not paying attention to that either.
Just slow down. I mean, the effect is what we want, is people to slow down. I mean, that's what we're worried about. People will get confused by the stop sign, our temporary one. Now, they'll pull out and stop twice, going around that corner.
Yeah.
Are you wanting a stop sign there at that?
Yes, a three-way stop. You know what?
Okay.
We got one at the car wash now, we're pointing two more at it from here.
Understand.
So whatever wording we need to word. we handle that.
If you guys want me to come up with the ordinance, I'll come up with the ordinance by the next council meeting.
I know you like it. Well, I'll go back and say I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call on.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Buckley?
Yes.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crossley?
Yes.
Alderman Dillon?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Bergen?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have to discuss and or act on stoplights at Chester Center.
What are we gonna do about it? I mean, who's the individual responsible for
Five, so I don't know. I don't know if we want to look at other options, if we do turn lane, like similar to what Walmart's got, or you want to look at that, some kind of option that way maybe, or, I don't know.
The problem still exists with having to widen the street though, or the highway.
It seems to me that putting two stoplights up there in that sharp distance is overkill. There ought to be some ways that cost a lot less money.
That's what I was wondering, if the turn lane would be,
Now, maybe a turn lane would be a way to do it. The only thing that concerned me earlier when we talked about it was you don't want to put the search Chester Chrysler in bad position for parking their cars. I don't know if the turn lane would cause that kind of problem, or if you got enough room to not follow that up. But that would be a possibility of turn lane if you could work that out so it didn't put them at a great disadvantage. It's an awful lot of money that you're talking about with those stoplights, but I think you're talking about $800 and some thousand of the state's money, $400 and some thousand of the city money, and the way I see it, neither the city or the state has a lot of money to spend needlessly at this time. I also know that getting the state to pay that part of it might be difficult, but I did talk to one member of the legislature, and he said that there are so many stoplight requests before we would file one, it would be a long time before they even think about it. And so it'd be a long, long road to getting that money, I think, out of the state of Illinois right now. As you probably know from the way they pay their bills, having been one of their creditors, I think, you wait quite a while just to get paid for things like utilities, which they've got to have. So if maybe some signs could be put up or something like that, a caution sign of some sort. But I just think the stoplights are overkill for a relatively small problem at this point.